From the Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto, Canada.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen,
this is Roz and Mocha.
It's Roz and Mocha. What's going on?
Hey guys, this is Bruno Mars.
This is Selena Gomez.
The Chainsmokers.
Lady Gaga.
Calvin Harris.
Celestia Cara.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Roz and Mocha.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Roz. Mocha. Roz. Mocha. You guys are so funny, man.
Congratulations, Lisa! Wow!
You just won $1,000.
That is amazing. Y'all just made my entire morning. Keep it up.
You guys are awesome, man. This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Juliet's been waiting for a long time today to get on the show because she's got a question. Hello, Juliet. What's going on?
Well, the other night, my sister had a very stimulating dream about one of you. And I was just thinking, is it ever a good idea to tell your spouse about a hot dream you've had about someone else or vice versa?
No.
Wait. I need to know who was the dream about because she would have told you, obviously.
Yes, she did. She said this person had very soft lips.
Oh,
so me.
Excuse me. Please.
What are you sticking around over there, Shem?
I didn't say a word,
I
bro.
think I have the softest lips on the show.
I know. I think we all think that we have the softest lips. Only one way to tell, gentlemen.
No, not
yes.
it. So, Juliet, who's the dream about? Come on.
Oh, it was about Shem, of course.
Come on now. Ding, 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 ding.
Hello.
Okay, so what happened in the dream?
Well, she said she was at an event of some sort, and she was talking with Shem, and they were talking and flirting, and one of them was about to leave, and Shem told her that, there's something I've been wanting to do all night, and they started making out.
Shem!
Damn.
Sounds like a Shem move.
You trifling ass.
Just hate because I got soft lips.
What is your, what is your, this is your sister we're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, what does your sister look like?
Oh, she's the kind of girl that guys are just like,
Hold on, Juliet, is your sister...
Oh, no.
No. Oh, damn.
What makes you say that?
Your sister's not...
What makes you say that?
I knew it.
Oh.
It is.
How do you know this?
How do you know that?
How do you know this?
No, don't worry. Madnem knows. Yo, your sister's...
How do you know?
is a huge Roz and Mocha fan. Okay. Huge fan. Listens all the time. And guess what? When she hears us on the radio, she is going to kill you for spilling the beans, Juliet.
Oh, no, she knows I'm calling you right now.
Oh, okay. She knows. She knows.
Okay. Hold on here. Now I gotta find her. Okay. So give me 1 second here.
Huge fan. If you just go to your followers on IG, she follows you.
Yeah.
Sure. I'm sure she does.
Yo, I got enough on here. I got 45.
I got one.
What's the last name?
Can I say it?
Yeah, we'll just bleep it out.
I'll bleep it. Yes.
Okay. Was at your book signing. Had a great T-shirt made with the other gentleman. Yeah, I remember.
Yo.
Yeah, followed by Shem. Okay, so wait a second. How tall is your sister then?
5'2".
5'2". Shem's a big guy too. So
hold on, but
did she say that he picked her up and stuff, or like what happened?
She didn't mention.
Damn.
Chances are I would have picked her up.
We got to get on the phone now.
No, but hold on a second. But Shem booed up now. Does he know this? Shem's got a girl?
Yo, fam, we been talking about dreams, man. What you doing, man? We just talking dreams.
You know your new girl's gonna get so mad at you for talking.
I know.
I wasn't my dream.
Hooking up with someone in the dream.
Nah, man, it wasn't my dream.
Catherine gets mad at me for stuff I do in her dreams all the time. We had a moment the other day where I woke up and Catherine woke up and I was just getting ready to like start my day. And she's like, oh man, she goes, are you okay? And I go, yeah, why? She goes, because you were having some like really weird dreams last night where you were like really upset and like I thought you were crying and all of this stuff. And I was like, no. And then I went upstairs, right? And I was like hanging out upstairs and it really bothered me. Mm-hmm. It really, really bothered me that she started my day that way. And then I marched back downstairs and I was like, are you sure you weren't dreaming that I was crying in my dream?
And what did she say?
She's like, no, it's 100% sure. And I'm like, no. I think that that's your dream, not my dream.
For somebody who doesn't care about dreams very much.
No, but I don't like it when somebody calls me a suck in my dream. You know?
Well, maybe you were having a really emotional dream and you just don't remember it.
I wasn't.
You don't know that.
She's like, oh my God. She's like, you were so upset. It was so emotional. I'm like, no, your dream, not my dream.
So, Juliet, does have a crush on Shem?
Well, she said after this dream, she's definitely crushing on him.
Wow. Interesting.
What else did she say about the kiss? Was it what was it that got to her? Was it just the lips, the soft lips, or was it like technique, anything like that?
Oh, you'd have to ask her that.
Yeah. Did it end? Did it end with a kiss?
It ended with a kiss. That's when she woke up.
Oh,
I'm a gentleman. Come on now.
Damn. Yeah, when you wake up at that point, huh? That can't be good. I can't remember if I ever had one of those dreams.
Good.
It's never, no. Like at that point, dreamers, let me ask you, if you have one of those dreams, right, where it's like real good and you're just like almost at that thing, and you wake up, do you immediately try and close your eyes and go right back to sleep, hoping that the dream continues?
Yes.
Yes. Shem?
Oh my God, absolutely.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Mocha?
Yo, as soon as my eyes open, they're shut again.
Yeah, okay. Maureen?
Every time.
Every time. How often do you have one of these dreams, Maureen?
Oh, often.
And like, is it usually like when you're first going to bed, or is it the thing that you remember
It's
just
the
when
thing
you
I
wake up
with, yeah.
It is. What else do you wake up with? Exactly.
Juliet, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thanks for calling.
No worries. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Hot damn.
You too. Bye.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hey, it's Roz Mocha.
Hello.
Hey, okay, I'm not going to say her name, but we talked to your sister the other day who called in and said that you are the one that had the sexy dream about Shem.
Oh, yeah. She told me she was going to talk to you guys, and I told her, do not say my name.
No.
I know too many people who know my boyfriend that listen to the show, so I'm like,
Wait a
don't
second.
say my name.
Did you say that you know too many people who know your voice, or too many people who know your boyfriend?
Who know my boyfriend who listen to the show.
Oh.
So the question was that your sister had asked was, should you tell your significant other if you had a sexy dream about somebody else? So we never got to that answer because we just wanted to talk about your sexy dream that you had about Shem.
Yeah, I figured.
So your sister's description, is that like, was it pretty accurate?
It was pretty accurate, yeah.
Yeah. Remind everyone again what the dream was. How did it start? How did your interaction with Shem begin? Where did it go from there?
So we were at an event. It felt like it could have been like a meet and greet, or even it felt like Roz's book signing because we were there. Mm-hmm. And we were just chatting with Shem. We were sort of just flirty back and forth banter. And then one of us had to leave, either me or him. And he's like, there's something I wanted to do all night, and if I don't do it now, I'm going to regret it. And he just went in for a kiss. And I was like kind of off guard. But then once he started kissing me, I was like, oh, hello. And then we just made out for several minutes. And then I woke up and I'm like, well, that's new.
So when you woke up, did you try to go back to sleep to continue the dream?
I did. I tried, but I was either too stimulated to go back to sleep.
Uh-huh.
And I couldn't. I wasn't tired enough to go back to sleep. And I was just, I remember lying in bed just smiling for several minutes.
But were you next to your boyfriend when this happened?
No, he was out of town.
Oh.
Okay, in your dream now, okay? In your dream. How far would you have let this go?
That's hard to say because we were at an event, so it kind of depends on like.
But you tried to go back to sleep to see how far you would take it. So in your dream, how far do you think you would have taken this?
I think he would have maybe just like, if he were to say, let's get out of here, I would have been like, yeah, let's go. You know what? That's hard to say. I don't know. I can't say. I don't know. I would have wanted it to go maybe a little further.
A little further.
The next question is, did you eventually tell your boyfriend about the dream?
Oh, God, no.
No.
So how soon until his friends tell him?
Well, I'm hoping they can't recognize my voice, number one.
True.
And I don't know. To be honest, it could be a matter of weeks or a matter of days.
Yeah, true. Okay, so the question was, if you have an erotic dream about somebody, do you tell your significant other? The answer to that question is undeniably, okay?
Never.
Without question, never.
Never. Okay, so this goes to the grave with me then.
Yes.
Would you guys, if your significant other had like a sexual dream about somebody else, would you guys want to know?
No.
Matthew tells me all the time.
You guys are weird, though. No, I wouldn't want to know. Not a chance.
Shem is here, by the way. Would you like to say anything to him?
Oh, hey, Shem, how's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh,
I'm good. I'm good.
I'll see you later in the dream.
He's like,
I'll DM you later.
all right then.
he's like, you look sleepy.
Okay, stop.
Why don't you put your head down right here? You look sleepy. Maybe take a nap.
Have a wonderful day. Thank you for chatting with us today.
Have a good one, guys.
All right. Thank you for listening. We appreciate you. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Love you. Bye.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Oh my God, dude.
What?
I'm watching this video. There's so many Coachella videos from weekend number 2. And I'm watching this one video of this crowd. And all I can think of is, this is your literal nightmare, Roz.
Oh, no.
It's Skrillex performing, right?
Oh, no.
And DJing.
Yeah.
And just imagine, just like the thousands and thousands of people who are there.
Okay.
Who are all getting crazy and wild, right?
You going to show it to me?
I'm going to show you this video.
All right.
And just the sound, okay?
Yeah.
The song that's being played.
Okay.
And guys, listen to this and tell me that this is not Roz's nightmare.
You know what's interesting is I don't hate this as much as I would hate other things.
Really?
At Coachella. Yeah.
Look at this. Look at all those people, dude.
I've been in crowds like that, listening to stuff like that. Yeah, I'm actually down with this.
Yeah?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yo, I've been in a Skrillex crowd before.
Yeah.
Like, this takes me back to that night.
People are mental, huh?
Yeah.
Look at that. Oh, you know what that feels like on your chest, too? When that thing, whatever that sound is that they do. I don't even know what you call that. But, like, you feel that hit your chest and, like, it comes out your butt.
Oh, man.
So loud.
Like, just to experience this one time.
But to me, that just doesn't look fun, right? Like, and I've had fun in places like that before, in crowds like that. But to me now, and the place I am in my life, and every single thing that I could possibly do in life is more important than doing that. Right? Yeah. You know what? I would be in that crowd, and the only thing I would think about, this is why I can't do stuff like this anymore, because as soon as I walk into a crowd like that, I can't enjoy the vibe. I can't mingle with people. I don't want to let go. I don't want to dance, because the only thing I worry about is, where am I going to pee?
I know.
Right?
Get you to the closest porta potty.
And I know is that I wouldn't have to pee until that thing happened. Right?
And good luck trying to get out of there.
And then I'd mess myself. Like, it's just not.
You become that guy.
Yeah, it's not good. Right? And then I'm the guy who peed himself at Coachella. Oh, God, I peed. There we go.
Yeah, dude, I saw this. I was like, you're the first person that came to mind.
Oh, what a mess.
Because, like, even just watching you watch this,
what a
like,
mess.
you look so stressed out.
No, I'm so.
Because you can't see any, there's zero porta potties anywhere within this vicinity here.
No, I see no sign for anything. For nothing.
Just stress.
Damn.
All stress.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Uh-oh, my headphones. Can you guys hear me? Yo.
Yo.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I hear you fine. Why?
Yeah?
You can't hear you?
No.
Is it your headphones again?
Yes.
Crank that volume up.
Hold on. What's going on here? Now I can hear me.
Yeah. Can you hear me? Okay, he's got to figure it out. I'll wait.
All right, there we go. I think I can hear you guys.
What?
What?
Maury, you're not even talking.
I know.
There we go.
Jackass. Maury's mouthing the words, can you hear me? But he's such a bad actor.
No, it's just my agent listens.
No.
No, he doesn't.
You
don't even have an agent.
You don't even have an
You're such a
agent. Your
liar.
agent fired you.
No, my acting agent.
Oh,
Such a liar.
You do everything you do for free, don't you?
I have an audition today to act.
For what?
Some sort of feature film called...
Some sort of feature film.
Wow, way to
The
study
movie's
the role.
called Shook.
Uh-huh.
And I'm playing...
You're auditioning for?
Sorry, you're right. I'm auditioning for the role of Graham, where I play a gay book publicist.
Okay. What are the lines? Let's practice.
Okay,
Set
sure.
the scene.
Okay, here we go.
Set the scene.
So Graham, it's all loading. Hang on here. Okay, here we go.
Okay. Are
So
you even
Graham-
allowed to read this? Is
Probably
there like
not.
some sort of confidentiality thing that you're going to get in trouble for and not get the part? You're not going to get the part anyway. Go ahead and read it.
So what's the
Oh
scene?
my God.
Describe the scene.
Okay, Ash, dressed nicely, sits beside a white woman wearing business casual attire at a long board table.
Okay.
This is Rebecca, Ash's literary agent, early 40s. Across the table are Pat and Graham, late
Maury
30s.
is never getting another audition ever again.
You're describing everything.
I'm reading what's there.
Okay,
Literally
yeah. So the movie's called
never.
Shook, okay?
Yeah.
Never getting an audition ever again.
Okay, so here's Graham's part.
Yeah.
So Pat and Graham nod in agreement as Ash is pitching her book. Oh my God, totally, dude. You captured that beautifully. That's one of the reasons we asked Rebecca to meet. The authenticity leaps off the page, and that's something we take really seriously
You
here.
are the worst actor
Yeah.
I've ever seen in my life.
You know,
I think.
IMDb is going to like delete your profile, huh?
I wish I never said anything.
You are like, why do you do this every time you're acting?
Yeah.
Golly.
Okay, totally, dude. You captured the
Totally, dude. You're calling who's it? Rebecca?
It
You're saying
says
totally
dude.
Oh, totally dude. Okay.
Totally,
I don't
dude.
know.
You captured that beautifully. That's one of the reasons we asked Rebecca to meet.
I have a question. Is that what you're wearing to your audition?
No, it's self-tape. I just do it at home at the dining room table.
Oh.
Like,
No,
I'll put
but
a
you-
blazer over this.
Yeah.
Over that? Bruh, ain't no blazer gonna be able to fix that pajama shirt.
You captured everything like just so perfectly.
Okay, so then what? Okay, you captured.
And then
everything so
Pat says, it's all about the authenticity. Plus, the ends are hot right now. And I go, oh my God, super hot.
Oh my God. When do you guys all make love? Because I assume that's what this is.
Oh, that's the only page I have.
I wouldn't get your hopes up.
Oh my God.
How do you still
you're
get
not wrong.
auditions?
You're not
How do
wrong.
you still get auditions?
I think 'cause I feel sorry
understand.
for me.
No. More. Here's my thing, man. Okay, is I understand that you get roles in things, right? Because you're Damn It Maury from the Roz Mocha show.
Yes.
Right. I understand that. I understand people bring you on and they run you through hair and makeup and put a cool costume on you and everything else. Because they know we're going to talk about it,
When
right?
I actually audition, I've never gotten anything.
No, you have not.
Shocking.
Right?
Well, you don't have to be like all dramatic about your no, you have
but,
not.
No, but why not just stick to the ones where it's like where they're friendlies? Where
Well, they're trying the gay
want you
roles on
there.
me, so they figured, well, how can a gay guy not get the gay part?
Bro, it's a first for everything.
Okay, right?
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
We posted this question on Instagram. Have you ever dated more than one person from the same family?
Yep.
And yeah, don't worry, we'll get to your story, Roz. We will get to your story. But the response we got was like out of this world, man. The amount of people. We'll go to Shannon, who's a huge Roz Mocha fan, said, in high school, I was asked out on a date by this guy, and it was one of the worst dates I'd ever been on, but we managed to remain good friends. I then met his younger brother. We became friends, but had a falling out. In university, I reconnected with the younger brother, and we started dating. We've been married ever since and have 2 kids together.
The sibling switch. It's tough.
Ryan Borg also did the sibling switch. Said, yes, I dated sisters in the same family. I was with one for a while, but then we broke up. I started seeing the sister a year later, and one time we were all at their house for my ex's birthday party. Lots of drinking was happening, and we even started playing beer pong, and my partner was their dad.
Oh, no.
It was weird, but an interesting situation. I also dated 2 girls who were best friends, LOL. I'm not with any of these girls now, though.
No.
Jen, welcome to the show. How are you?
Good. How are you guys?
Good. So, what's the deal? who did you date?
Okay, so I've been with my spouse for 16 years, and when I started dating him, I had no idea that I had dated his brother.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So I had dated his brother in high school, but they have different last names, and they are 4 years apart, so I had no idea. Like, I had never met him when I had dated his brother in high school.
The brother is older or younger?
The one that I'm currently with, 16 years now, is older.
Okay. And you never met him when you dated his brother back in high school?
No, because he lived with his father in a different town. So I did not know. They have different last names, and they're years apart, so had no idea.
So how did you meet his brother after all that time?
At the bar.
Oh, yeah.
That is the bar.
Yeah, classic love
Yeah,
story.
classic.
Yeah, classic love story.
And
so
is,
yeah,
and is everybody cool with it? Like what was the time in between you dating in high school to when you hooked up with his brother?
About 3-4 years, probably. It was a while.
And then during conversation, when you guys were like getting to know each other and he was like telling you about his family and I got this brother, his name is this, did it ever occur like at any point were you ever like, oh, hey, like I also dated a guy named this back in high school? Or is it just such a generic name that...
He didn't talk much about our families when we first started dating. He knew my sister because we kind of hung out, but what had happened was about 3 weeks into our dating, I was at my other friend's house, and I sit down, I'm telling my friend, who also knows my ex-boyfriend, about the guy I'm dating, and he turns to me and goes, Jen, this is your ex-boyfriend's brother. And I was like, are you kidding me? And I was just so embarrassed, and then it was just like, whatever. It didn't matter.
I was saying earlier that I've been entangled in these situations before. So I've dated cousins. I've dated briefly sisters.
Yeah.
And my brother and I have dated the same girl like 2 times.
Yeah.
2 times that's happened. We've had the same girlfriend.
So
just like Roz. Roz lives in a small town as well.
Yeah, and that's what I always said. It's like, because when you explain this to people who didn't grow up in a small town, it's difficult for them to comprehend, because when you grow up in a small town, it's like everybody has to date everybody because there's just not the population, and you're forced to be cool with it. Like there was no bro code of like, you don't date my ex. Like that didn't exist when I was growing up. Sure, you'd be a little hurt like when your best friend is literally making out with the girl you were making out with a month ago. Right? Like it hurts, but you can't. There was nothing you could do about it. And one of the girls that I dated and then dated my brother, I remember feeling great about it because it didn't work out with us, but she was still awesome. And I was sort of happy for them when they hooked up.
So, Jen, at what point in your relationship with the guy that you're with now for 16 years did you end up meeting, quote unquote meeting, I guess, again, your ex-boyfriend who is his brother? And how did that go down, and is everybody cool now?
Once I found out who his brother was, I told him, and we kind of laughed about it. And then he came out with us that night, and he partied with us, and we were all great friends. So, like, I hadn't seen his brother in a few years, but once we reconnected, he was like, "Oh my God, this is so cool! This is crazy!" But we were really good friends. Like after we had drifted apart a little bit because of leaving high school, but it all ended like amicably, and yeah. So it was good. It was fine.
And you all, it's crazy because I'm assuming you live in different places. Because the crazy thing, like if you still lived in that same place, like the wild part of it is like you have somebody come over to like see, like when it was me and my brother, we lived in the same place, and so this girl just would start coming over, but instead of like hanging out like with me on that side of the couch, she would be like.
With your brother.
With him on the other side. Like, it was super weird.
Yeah, no, it was good. It was fun. He had his own girls that he was picking up, and me and my husband, we were just, having a good time. It was fun,
good for you. And so everybody's cool with it, though, huh?
Oh, yeah, we were great. We were great friends still, and, like, after the fact, once we all reconnected, we were just partying and having a great time.
So question for you, now that you know both of them, did you get the hot brother?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
I think so. The other one was a bit of a hot mess.
She's not going to say no. Thanks, Jen. Love you lots. Appreciate you.
Thank you. Love you guys. Bye.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Man, we are getting so many texts.
Really, yeah?
And a ton of people on hold. Our phone number is 416-870-8888. We'll get to your calls in a sec. 925-555. is the Roz Mocha text line. Have you ever dated more than one person from the same family? Let me go through some texts. Someone said they got engaged to their second cousin. Another person said, I dated my Zia's stepson for 6 years. Zia is aunt in Italian. This person dated their aunt's stepson. Didn't say how the aunt.
Wait a second. I think
sisters.
Wait, I think people might be confused with the question.
We don't mean within your own family.
I know. This is so.
Okay. I'm very
right. I know.
We're going down a road here.
I know. So I'm reading these to get these out of the way to explain to people this is not what we mean.
Okay, as long as you're going to take care of all the business.
But can we hear more of those, please?
Okay.
Sure.
It's funny.
You want to more?
Yes, go nuts.
Okay.
Somebody said my husband has. My dad, this one's so, okay, listen to this, okay? Okay. My dad's sister's husband's niece and me, my aunt's niece. We found out at their 50th wedding anniversary that she was my cousin's cousin.
Okay. Okay.
I don't want to put my name out there and I don't want to be on the radio.
Okay.
But you can share this on the radio if you'd like.
Yeah.
But I dated two brothers back in high school and they happen to be Mr. Dressup's grandsons.
Ernie Coombs.
Come on. Mr. Dressup.
One was in my grade and one was in the grade higher than me. Somebody else texted and said, my sister and I switched twin brothers.
No. Wow. The twin switch?
Yes.
That's hard to do.
That's very difficult to do. That's one of the most difficult moves in teenage dating.
Another person texted before we get to the phones. My husband had a little thing with my sister before me. And I asked my sister if she wanted me to break up with him if she was uncomfortable. I would. She said yes.
Wow.
And then I realized I liked him too much. So I didn't break up with him. And now we've been married for almost 18 years and have 2 kids.
Oh, damn.
Oh, wow.
Oh my goodness.
Right. Respect the code.
116-870-8888. Let's go to Kara on line 3. Kara, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
The question was asked, have you ever dated more than one person from the same family?
Yes.
Okay.
I have.
Spill. So are we talking like cousins? Are we talking siblings? Are we talking son and dad? What are we talking?
So I am now with my ex-husband's cousin.
You are now with your first cousin?
Yes.
Okay. Because that makes a difference.
It does.
First cousin versus like fourth or fifth.
Yes.
Right?
Was this cousin at the wedding when you married your husband?
Yes. His son was actually our ring bearer.
Oh, damn. Okay. How'd you do how'd you do the switch?
So what happened was when my ex and I split about, I guess almost 6 or 7 years ago now. And I was single for about 6 months throughout that time. And his cousin split with his girlfriend at the time. I guess around the same time that me and my ex split. And I tried to set him up with a friend of mine.
Yeah.
And it didn't work out between them. But I was talking to him throughout the whole thing, and we kind of kept talking. And we realized that we were actually more suited for each other. So I asked my ex-husband for his blessing.
Oh, you did?
Oh, wow.
I did. And like I just said to him, I said, if you're not okay with it, I understand. I'll just do it behind your back.
How long? Oh, damn. How long?
So it didn't matter.
How long after you and your husband split did you hook up with his cousin?
Well, so see, the reason why I didn't really feel so bad about it or worried about it was because my ex-husband, about 6 months after we split, he hooked up with his ex-girlfriend, who he was with before me.
Okay, that's not what we asked, though.
Okay, no, I'm just trying to say. So that happened, and then about 2 months after that is when I tried to hook up his cousin with the friend, and that's when it all started.
So
8 months after.
8 months,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, and how long were you married for?
Well, we were together for 13 years, and I was married for 7.
Damn. So did your ex ask you if anything had been going on with you and the cousin during the time that y'all were together?
Yeah, so that was a big thing that that he was wondering about, and there wasn't. But I mean, I've known him. I knew him for the whole 13 years that my ex and I were together, and his son was the ring bearer in our wedding.
So did you marry this guy?
No, we're not married.
You're not married. Are you planning on getting married?
I don't know. Maybe one day.
Are the grandparents going to show up to this one too?
Yeah. So everybody in his family was actually like, he was really good about it, and he was actually like, at first he was a little bit shocked, and he was like, I don't know how I feel about this. But then in the end, he said, actually, it's great because now I know who my kids are around. I know he's going to be good to you. So his parents, everybody was fine with it. The only person, there's two people in the family that really have a hard time with it, and they don't like it, and they make things pretty awkward. But like, I just make jokes out of it. So like, we were at a big family dinner, and the one person who's not okay with it grabbed her husband's hand, and she led him into the other room. And I was like, I'm like, you better take him away because I'm going after him next. You know, so I make jokes like that around him.
Totally. Been there.
Damn, Kara.
Yeah, but it's just, I don't know. So it all worked out really well in the end. He has 2 boys. I have 3 boys.
Wow.
And my ex's girlfriend has 2 boys as well. And we actually all get together for like Christmas and birthdays and stuff like that.
You sound like you grew up in the town I grew up in.
I know, it's really Jerry Springer. I get it.
No,
like,
I get it. I've been there, you know?
It's
I've been
weird.
there. Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. Kara, are you happy?
Yeah.
Good.
I am.
Good.
I know it's a very strange situation. Like, people make jokes about it all the time, and like we call the cousins like brezins because we're like, oh God, like they
was this? When you were married to your husband, did you secretly refer to this guy as his hot cousin?
No, but I thought I never said that, but I was.
What was your name? What was the name for him? What was the name?
Yeah.
Just his name, honestly.
Yeah, you thought that he was the hot cousin, right? You're like, man, my husband's got a real hot cousin.
Yeah, I was always attracted to him, for sure. Like I'm attracted to a lot of people. You know what I mean? Like, I'm human,
Sure.
but I always thought he was like very good looking, and I always got along well with him, and but I never thought it would end up the way it did.
Damn, Kara.
Thank you for sharing, Kara.
You're welcome.
Hold on, I have to get to another call.
Damn.
The question is, have you ever dated more than one person from the same family? Somebody on text at 925-555 said, I dated both brothers, twins. It was actually the best.
Yes, the question is not, have you ever dated someone from the same family, meaning your own family? That is not the question.
Hi, it's Roz Mocha. Welcome to the show. Do you feel comfortable giving your name?
No, I can't.
Okay.
All right.
So, have you ever dated someone in the same family? The answer is obviously yes, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay, details.
So like 20 years ago, I was on a dating site, and I met this guy. It was great. It didn't work out. Then 2 years after that, I met another guy, and it was great. And we dated for a while, and then when we went back to his place, I see pictures, and I said to him, I said, who's this guy with you? And he's like, oh, that's my twin brother. And I'm like, you guys don't look alike. He's like, yeah, we do. It was the same guy.
What? Oh, my God. So did you tell him?
Nope.
No, damn. Didn't. And did you ever run into the other brother?
Nope.
So how long did you date that guy for?
I still am.
Oh. Hold on a second here. Wait.
So how long has it been, though?
18 years.
And you've met the brother before, right? Like, since?
Nope.
No. How have you not met his brother after 18 years?
No.
You just have avoided it?
Yes.
How?
I just did.
But family functions, Christmases, Thanksgivings?
I don't go to any of them.
So hold on a second. Your husband's brother.
He's not my husband.
Okay, whatever.
Your man's brother.
Yeah.
Your man of 18 years.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry. Hold on. Let me ask
How long were you with the brother for?
It was just a few months.
Okay. And was it wild though?
it was good.
Okay, so you're committed to this guy. So you're with this guy 18 years. 18 years ago, you dated his brother, and it was a wild couple of months, as you said.
Mm-hmm.
And ever since then, you've avoided meeting the brother, even though you've been with this guy 18 years?
Mm-hmm.
That seems impossible to me. Has the brother never even seen a picture of you? Like, are you not friends on like social media or Facebook or anything like that?
But what does your guy say to his brother, like, every time there's a family thing and you're not there, and his brother asks, like, where is she? What does he say?
I just say I'm not comfortable meeting the family yet.
After 18 years?
Hold on. You haven't met the entire family or just the brother?
The entire family.
Okay, hold on. You must be a wild one, huh?
What is going on?
What do you have? What are you doing that a guy 18 years in, you still say you're not ready to meet his family, and 18 years in, he's still with you? What do you got going on? What makes you so special?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. And I know I need to tell him. I probably should have told him that night, but...
You think?
Yeah.
18 years.
18 years.
Yo, I say you hold out for 20.
Yeah, might as well,
Make
right?
it an even number.
Yeah. Are you worried that you're still attracted to the brother?
No.
Do you know anything about the brother? Like, is the brother already like married with kids and stuff like that?
What are you afraid that brother is going to tell your man about you?
I'm not afraid he's going to say anything about me. It's just, it's not going to be a good situation. I don't
No, but like, what can he say about you, though?
Oh, he can't say anything.
No,
he can't say anything that the other brother doesn't know. So.
If you were to meet the brother
Mm-hmm.
and or the entire family, do you think your relationship with this guy that you've been with for 18 years would end?
Yes.
What?
So what the hell happened?
Yes.
Girl, there's something we're missing here. I don't know.
Why won't you tell us?
No, there isn't. That's the story.
So why would the relationship end if you met the family?
Because him and his brother are so close.
Obviously not.
Damn.
Wow. Okay. Well, you do you. I mean, go for 20, like Mocha said. Yeah.
Thanks for sharing.
I need to
Sort
talk
of.
to both the brothers to find out what you got going on.
Lord,
It makes
no.
you so special. I really do.
Well, call display's a bitch. We got your first and last name, girl.
I'm going to take your advice and I'm going to wait the 20.
Yeah. Go for it.
Have a great day. Love you.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I'll bring up this guy again.
I was gonna clean my room until I got high.
What was this guy's name again?
Afroman.
Afroman, that's what it was. I love this dude.
Then I got high. My room is still messed up.
What a simple, beautiful song, though, huh? So good.
Because I got high. Because I got high. Because I got high.
And even, like, I don't think that we fully appreciated the genius of the way he chose to sing this, because it's like, it's just lazy enough where you understand where he's going, but it's not too lazy where it's not enjoyable.
Melodic enough.
It's so melodic. It
Perfect
is.
way to describe that. So according to TMZ, Afroman
Oh no.
has filed the necessary paperwork to run in the 2024 presidential race.
Politics in 2023, huh? Like, you know, like, normally this guy would be like, there's no way I'm passing that background check.
Yeah. His campaign manager, Jason Savage, confirmed that Afroman is running on a platform of marijuana legalization and criminal justice reform.
Now, is he running as Afroman, or is he running with his birth name?
As Afroman.
As Afroman.
Yeah.
Good
yeah,
for
yeah.
him.
Independent, obviously.
Obviously.
He, back in December, put out on IG a bunch of stuff that he's running on, right?
Okay.
Some of the key things that he's going to be focusing on. For example, the immediate halt of all foreign aid. Saying this, America is not the police officer of the world. Other nations have been clear. They do not want us policing them, and we do not want them to police us. Afroman intends to stop the billions of dollars in hard-earned taxpayer money to fund these foreign entanglements. America should stop sending foreign aid to countries that despise us while the American people suffer.
Well, then how are they going to cripple other countries in debt then? It's all part of the plan.
That's a question for Afroman to answer. What else does he say here? Reparations for African Americans. Afroman will single-handedly save the U.S. taxpayers $61.9 billion annually by ending the war on cannabis and stopping foreign aid. He was gonna. This is like for real. What I'm reading. Okay.
Yeah.
He was going to drop bombs, but he got high. The United States will have a huge surplus of funds. What better use of this money than to try in some small way to right the wrongs of the past? Afroman will take these savings and distribute them to families negatively affected by the atrocities of slavery. What else here?
Afroman coming in hot, huh?
The promotion of
How old is Afroman
unity,
now?
peace, and love. You know, that's a great question.
Does it
I don't
say
know.
in there?
Let's see.
Hold on. There's
Ooh,
a
young. 48?
Really?
Afroman is 48 years old?
48 years old.
He was just in Niagara Falls all weekend.
I'm older than Afroman?
Oh, no, you're older than Afroman. Presidential candidate, Afroman.
Come on, man. I'm older than a presidential candidate?
Yeah. I'll read one more.
Yeah.
One of the platforms that Afroman is standing on here.
Yeah.
Running for president, 2024. Legalization of prostitution. Afroman is the ultimate proponent of individual liberty. As such, he believes that whatever two consenting adults agree to do is none of the government's business.
Oh.
Legalizing prostitution will ensure the safety and dignity of the sex worker. It is far past time to do away with archaic laws that allow one individual to force his morality on another.
Wow. Afroman, huh?
Yeah.
Coming in with weed and prostitution as the platform.
So,
damn.
It also says here, Afroman 2020 fro.
Come on.
Yeah.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I was reading this story out of Georgia where these people were caught stealing a bunch of electronics. The way they were caught is the getaway vehicle that they used was a Tesla that ran out of juice. And they stopped 15 minutes outside of where they committed the crime to charge the vehicle.
See.
And it's not the first time this has happened. Police all over the U.S. have reported multiple occasions where people have used Teslas as the getaway vehicle.
No, man.
And then running out of charge.
No, man.
And then being caught not too far away from the crime.
Yeah. It's not good. It's interesting, too, when you say stealing electronics. I always picture whenever somebody says somebody stole electronics. Like, I never think of, like, Ring cameras and iPhones. As soon as you say electronics, my head immediately goes to, like, old stereo equipment. You know what I mean?
Okay,
like, that's what I picture.
So,
and I'm like, how you getting all that in the car? But I get electronics is different.
So what the
What'd
car
they take?
was gaming systems. They didn't say exactly which ones, but gaming
yeah.
systems and electric toothbrushes.
What?
Yeah. I didn't think... I guess whatever. Like
I guess there's a resale market for electric toothbrushes,
sure,
right?
maybe. I guess.
Yeah,
but you just grab whatever you can get in the moment.
Right.
And it just so happened to be gaming system. Like, I don't know if that was the intended item to steal,
Right.
but they were in there.
Right. Dennis really loved those electric toothbrushes. What is it, Maury?
One would assume they don't put the electric toothbrushes anywhere near the gaming system, so you have to go from one end of the store to the other.
Yeah, I know. It's like, how do you get all that? And all that stuff is in lockdown, right? Like, I would, like, you go into some of those stores like a Best Buy and like things are like attached to like cables and like they really lock that stuff down. But how do you get that out? Because I guess people don't block shoplifters anymore, right? Like they let you just walk right out of the store.
Yeah.
Right?
Not my job.
No.
But a Tesla is a fancy car to use as a getaway
That's
car.
what I'm thinking too. Like you got to afford a Tesla and you're out there stealing toothbrushes?
Yeah. Unless they stole the Tesla. That's the one thing this article, at the
maybe.
time, they didn't report whether or not the Tesla was stolen.
Maybe.
But don't they have tracking systems on those?
Of course they do. Right? That's why it's so easy to catch these fools.
Well, no. I mean, you need all sorts of, you need a warrant in order to get that. Like you can't just regular people can't just track somebody else's Tesla.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure people have figured it out. There's a lot of husbands out there, I'm sure.
I just
that
think
are
it'd be a lot easier to use a
can. Oh, yes, you can track somebody's.
So these thieves in the U.S., they're using Teslas, but they're not checking the charge on it.
Idiots.
And recharge the vehicle.
And it's not like you can just if you run out of gas, you can just whip by a gas station, put $10 in, and you're on your way, right? Like if you run out of a Tesla, you're like, oh my God,
You gotta wait minutes on minutes on minutes.
I know you got to park it, plug it in, go to Harvey's. You got to do the whole routine.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Jay Baruchel and Matt Johnson are here. Jay stars in the new Blackberry movie, which tells the story of the rise and fall of the device that we were all addicted to before the iPhone. Jay plays Mike Lazaridis, the co-CEO of Research in Motion, based out of Waterloo, Ontario, and one of the founders of the Blackberry. Matt Johnson wrote, directed, and also stars in the movie as Jay's best friend and the other founder of the device. The movie is out on May 12th. I loved it, first of all.
Thank you.
And because I have personal ties to that community.
Well, you're from KW, right?
I worked in Kitchener-Waterloo from late 2003 up until 2009.
The boom time.
So I know, like, a lot of this movie I'm watching and seeing all the stuff that's happening in that community. I'm like, I lived through all of that, but I learned so much. Jay, your character, Mike Lazaridis, who was like synonymous in Waterloo, and then of course Jim Balsillie, synonymous. Those two names and Research in Motion were like protected in that community of Waterloo, and I learned so much about the story and about the characters that I had no idea when I was living there.
You know, they were quite guarded. And I think to their credit, these were two humble Canadian business titans who, even when we read the book that the movie is based on, were very good at there being absolutely no dirt in there. Like they really did have a great sense of media control that at first I was quite worried about, because I thought, well, how are we going to tell this story and really show what the guys were actually like? But very quickly we realized a way to kind of get at the heart of these guys and tell, because they didn't participate in the film. Jay and I have never met them.
Now, with Jim Balsillie, the other co-CEO of Research in Motion, and quite the character in the movie, had he seen or like got any info about what you guys put in the movie?
Whatever the polite word for spies is. So there were some of those giving him info throughout our production. Okay. Then he saw a screening himself like a month ago or a few weeks ago.
in Toronto, on his own.
He got a special, anyway. Okay. And apparently his big review was that I was more fun than they made me see him in the movie. Yeah, exactly, because it's not enough to be successful. You have to be cool. Sure. But no, I
actually think he comes off as quite cool in the
so
film.
So do I.
The film lionizes him in a major way.
Jay, why are we so nostalgic about the frickin' Blackberry?
Because
is it because it crashed so hard and it's like we had such an emotional attachment to it? Like, what is it?
I think that it's sort of like Icarus style ending is definitely a part of what makes it kind of mythic. I think we are attached to it because it makes more sense to push a button than it does to touch a screen.
Right.
So it is far more intuitive, and it made more sense to use as a device, I think. But also, it set the table for the way that the world interacts now, and it ends up hearkening back to a time that seems sort of innocent in hindsight, where entire elections weren't being decided on people's cell phones.
Right.
And also, I think that it was the little Canadian company that could.
Your wig in the movie, Jay, or your hair in the movie, the first time you saw yourself in the mirror with that wig, is there somebody in the Baruchel family, like an uncle, that you were like, oh my God, I'm him?
No, I was just, who is this DILF before me? Who is this intensely gray fox. I didn't look like anybody.
There was no reminders.
It was weird. It was just, I remember my wife saying, she said, oh, now I can breathe a bit easier. She saw
the future.
She saw the future. Yeah. I should be so lucky.
Jay Baruchel and Matt Johnson are here from the new movie Blackberry on May 12th. So, Matt, you're in the movie, you wrote the movie, you directed the movie. Did anyone at any point during the telling of this story try to stop you from making this movie?
Every step of the way.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
And exactly as you said, I remember when I was first saying, I think I should play this guy. The number of people who are like just rolling their eyes and groaning.
It was my idea.
Yeah, and Jay was the person who said,
really was?
100%.
Oh, shoot.
Jay said, and actually he was pretty forthright about it. He said, I think the only way that we can make this work is if it's you and me. And that's all he said. And I was like, yeah, probably should be. Because we have a rapport, we know each other, and we like each other enough. Like we just met each other like as friends maybe 4 years ago, but we really do have a natural affinity for one another that could stand in de facto for a lifelong friendship that Doug and Mike really did have.
How much of the story is story versus what actually happened in real life? When I say story, for the storytelling of the movie to help move scene to scene, right? Because there's some things where I'm like, man, like, did that actually happen?
It's probably like 70, 30, 80, 20.
And I think people would be shocked by how much of the dialogue and how many of the crazy scenes are actually real. Good example is that early in the film, Mike Lazaridis forgets the Blackberry prototype in a taxi cab in New York that drives away.
Yeah.
And you're watching it like, well, there's no way that would actually happen. That's exactly what happened. They did the first pitch with Mike chasing a taxi cab down without the Blackberry in the room. And then when he showed up with it, everybody was like, oh my God, I can't believe that exists. So that's exactly real. All that stuff with the NHL with Jim Balsley losing his shit on Gary Bettman, that's like 5% of as bad as it was.
There's nothing like made up. What there is synthesizing and making something that is a bit more sort of pragmatic into something poetic. So there's like condensing and melding of moments and stuff like that. And
but we couldn't make stuff up. Our lawyers wouldn't let us.
Okay.
Because they're real people. They're both still alive. So we tried. Look, there's spies. There's a reason that we never see any of these guys' home lives, why we don't see any of their personal relationships with people outside the company.
Yeah.
It's because the media never covered any of that.
Yeah.
So
They're protected.
They're extremely protected and they're very smart. And so this film can only talk to and kind of get dirty with the stuff that we know that they actually did. Things like illegal SEC filings, etc. Like the stuff that really brought the company down. All of that stuff is real, but we just tell it in a very compressed way because it's only a 2-hour film.
How many actual Blackberries did you guys have to source for the movie for scenes that featured them?
Well, I know this well because it was a nightmare getting some of those, especially the late 90s models.
Yeah.
Our art director, Adam Belanger, went on a worldwide hunt trying to get these things because not only did we need to get actual era Blackberries, but we needed them to work. That was a nightmare. So we wound up owning about 280 Blackberries on set, each at various stages of working. The ones that Jay uses all were working. We couldn't get them to connect. It's so funny. We couldn't get them to connect to networks because BlackBerry officially just shut down their Waterloo servers 3 weeks before we started production.
Oh, geez.
So we could have had them actually sending messages, but the network was literally shut down right before we started.
Before we let you go, Jay, I know you just recently worked with Schwarzenegger, and I need to know because for me growing up, like, Conan the Barbarian was the greatest piece of like cinema in my entire youth and my childhood. What was it? Had you met Schwarzenegger before? No. And what was that like?
As crazy as you'd think
Everything?
it would be. Yeah, man.
Intimidating?
It's like, yes, because he is, without a doubt, and this is like a provable, Googleable thing, the biggest movie star in the history of the world. I was born in 82, which means I was 9, 10, 11 when he was sort of at the peak, right? And so that means he's my John Wayne. He's everything to me. So yeah, that never gets normal. You know, but no matter what, I've lived to have him wipe a booger off my face. We were shooting this scene, and they said roll sound, and he said, wait, you've got schmutz on your face. And then he went and he grabbed it. He's like, oh, it's a booger. And he's like, okay, we're good. Let's go. So yeah, 9-year-old me would never believe that.
Oh, no.
And it's so crazy.
And it's Fubar, right?
Yeah, it's
Is that
called
what it is?
Fubar. Yeah,
Just saw that
Nice.
trailer this week. Matt Johnson and Jay Baruchel. The new movie is called Blackberry, May 12th. Thank you guys for making time to visit
Oh,
us.
it's an honor
Thanks for
being
having
here.
us.
You guys are an
on,
institution. I can't believe we got to be in the Roz and Mocha show. Keep
Oh,
doing what
buddy.
you're doing.
You're the best,
Thank you.
dude.
And
Thank
I
you
love the
guys.
posters. I can't wait to see next year's. Really.
Oh, we got good ones.
I love
Don't you worry.
I love the Crown edition. I want to see what you guys have next.
Don't you worry.
You are going, yeah, you're going to freak. You're gonna
Oh, good,
Yeah.
good.
All right.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast. Roz and Mocha's hell of a story.
Hey, Jamil, are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Where and when, Jamil, does your hell of a story take place?
So this took place February 21st. I was just coming back from LA. So home for me, I originally live in Atlanta. I was just out there just for a little vacation, you know.
So what happens?
I had a buddy pass type of flight, right? So my luggage got there before me. And so as I'm getting off the plane and going to baggage claim, I'm kind of just waiting around, just, you know, waiting for my bag and whatnot, but wasn't seeing it. So waited for about 30 or so minutes, start asking around, and still to no avail, wasn't seeing it there.
Everybody's losing their bags these days. Like, it's such a problem. So what?
Yeah, like I'm not hearing you say this.
I know.
I'm not shocked because, as Roz said, this happens to everyone every single day with every airline at every airport.
So, like, how much stuff was in your bag, and like how panicky were you at this point?
I had just about $3,000 worth of stuff in there.
$3,000 worth of stuff.
I was definitely a little shocked. I was like, okay, no, there's no way this happened right now. After that, I had an AirTag in my bag. And so what I did was I pulled out my phone after I'm waiting because security, I was asking them, they still weren't seeing it. And it's showing it's at Grady Memorial Hospital, which is 15 minutes away from the airport.
No.
Your luggage ends up at a hospital 15 minutes away from the airport in Atlanta where you're standing in?
Yes.
Okay.
Correct. I was thinking like maybe it just paused over that location because when it's in the air like that, like in a plane, sometimes it pauses at certain locations.
Gotcha.
So that's what I thought, but that was not the case.
What happens next?
So after that, at this point, it's about 12 p.m. And at this point, I'm just heading back home. And so I take a nap and I wake back up at like 4 or 5 p.m. and I check my map and it's showing that it's right back at the airport.
What?
So I'm like, okay, maybe someone brought it back. I'm just hoping at this point, maybe someone brought it back. I go up to the airport. I walk in there, still my AirTag map out. And I'm asking security because I'm checking around in like the baggage claim room and stuff. Still wasn't seeing it. And then I was even walking like towards like the middle of the airport in a sense. And it was showing I was right on top of it, but I didn't even notice because it was underground.
Oh,
under the airport?
In the train station.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was in the train station. So I go back home at this point because it's just not looking too good. At this point, it's like 6 p.m. I'm like, okay, go to sleep. And mind you, this is finna be the second day into tracking it the next day. So I wake up. Now it's 6 a.m. in the morning. And so I check my AirTag map again, and it's showing it that it's back at a train station.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, there's just no way. So get there, and then once I get there, I'm tracking it and showing that it's in this like train station, and then I go up to the second level, and as I get up to the second level, as the elevator opens, I can smell my cologne. I'm like, okay.
What?
No.
I'm like, okay.
No.
What kind of cologne? What kind of cologne?
So it was some Baccarat cologne.
Okay.
Some designer expensive cologne.
Yeah, okay.
Super strong.
Yeah.
Super strong. And so I'm like, okay, this has to be it. There's no way. There's just no way. As I pop the corner to my avail, there's a homeless person sleep in the corner with my luggage and another person's luggage. I'm like, okay, there's just no way. And so I had to walk out the building at that point.
Yeah.
And so I walked out because he was in the hallway. It was a homeless person with my luggage. So he was in the hallway.
And your cologne.
Yeah.
And he had my cologne on too. I'm like, okay, yeah, this dude smells too good. There's no way. So
Yeah.
so I walk out. And so at this point, I called police, waited about an hour, and then the police get there. We woke him up, and to my surprise, well, I wasn't too surprised about this, but he turned over and he had on my entire fit.
Yo, Drip was looking nice.
Wait a second. What was he wearing? What was he wearing?
He was definitely him. So he had on like this teddy bear type of shirt that I got a couple years ago, some skinny jeans.
Yeah.
And he had the Jordans on. Right. He had on some like Jordan 3s, bro.
Nah, the Jordan 3s.
Jordan 3s.
Yo, my favorite
and
days.
The blue Nike socks.
He had your socks on?
He was literally me.
Oh no! Smell like you and everything.
He was actually him.
So the cops get the guy. You get your luggage back. Do you take the clothes back that he was wearing, or no?
Yeah. So I definitely let him keep the clothes because those were cooked. Those are definitely done for.
Yeah.
Those are done for.
Did you take the Jordans?
Oh yeah, I had to get those back.
Okay.
There's no way. There's no way.
Yo, which ones did you have? Which ones did you have? The cements?
So there were these like Mocha 3s that came out back in like 2018.
Fam, I got those.
Oh yeah, I could not go without them. I was like,
I take them back too. I take them back too. Yeah.
Okay. That is so crazy, man. What a story. What a story. Thank you so much, Jamil.
oh yeah, of course, man. I appreciate you guys.
Right
I
on.
appreciate you too. Have a great weekend.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Oh, Matthew Perry's taking him. Remember that stuff that Matthew Perry said about Keanu Reeves in his book?
Oh yeah, he went in, right?
Yeah, it was like really weird though. It was really weird.
I didn't know that the two of them had beef.
Yeah, they didn't have beef, and that was the sort of weird thing. It was like Matthew Perry was talking about like times that he had, I don't know, like failed in the business and like personal stuff, and he went on like a couple rants about ill things that had happened to him, and he would end the sentence with, "And yet Keanu Reeves still walks the earth." Like it was weird, like. It was these super weird shots that he took, and everybody's like, what in the hell problem do you have with Keanu Reeves?
Do you think Matthew Perry during that time auditioned for a bunch of stuff that eventually went to Keanu Reeves?
Nope. I think that it has nothing to do with anything.
Didn't he say in an interview that it was literally just a joke?
It was just he pulled a name out for some reason and decided to, make Keanu Reeves the sort of punchline for these things. But I mean, Keanu Reeves is one of the most beloved human beings, let alone actors on the face of the earth. And so Matthew Perry announced that for all other versions of his book, reprints and paperback, he's going to take the Keanu Reeves lines out.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He said it was a mean thing to do. I pulled his name because I live on the same street. I've apologized publicly to him. Yeah,
on the same street?
I guess so. Matthew clarified that he hasn't apologized to Keanu in person, saying, "If I run into the guy, I'll apologize. It was just stupid."
Wait, bro, you live on the street.
Yeah, I know. Right?
Like if you really, really wanted to apologize, okay, Matthew Perry?
Yeah.
If you say, and it's not a joke,
Yeah.
that Keanu lives on your street,
right?
You could drive up the street.
But you know what these Hollywood streets are like. They could live on the same street and never see each other.
Like he could write a note and put it in his mailbox.
They all live behind gates and everything else, and like an old school like apology letter, just slip it like under the gate. Let one of the guard dogs take it up to the house.
I don't mean like cut out letters from a magazine to spell out something. I mean like literally write it.
Like Matthew Perry
But
can
I think
have his publicist, let's say, reach out to
I think that's
Keanu's
what he did, but he
publicist.
hasn't apologized. Like, I don't think they walk their dogs at the same time of day or something like that. I don't even know. But I can understand that. Like, you get so in your head when you're sitting there writing stuff, and maybe you think something's going to be funny that just falls flat when you release it out into the world. And maybe he thought it would be taken as a joke, and that everybody would laugh, and that it would be hysterical because Keanu lives on a street.
Have you thought of anything in your memoir, A Little Bit Broken, by the way, available everywhere?
Yeah.
That once they are to maybe do I don't know if there's a plan for paperback.
Yeah, there
or like
is.
reissue
There
or anything
is.
like that. Is there anything in the next version of Prince that you're gonna?
I thought about it. I don't
out?
think I'm going to. Okay. I don't think I'm going to. But like for instance, I mean, there's errors that I would like fixed. But I think maybe not though. Like where I spelt my best friend's name wrong in the book. I think I might like that to be there forever.
I think that should stay.
I don't.
It's
I
part
don't
of the
know.
story.
I don't know if I want to
It's part
correct
of who you
that,
are, man.
Right. Because I've just got so much mileage out of it.
I know. That's why.
And much like Matthew Perry, who thinks that things are funny that aren't actually funny, I find it hysterical that I spelt his name wrong.
Yo, that's your best friend too.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
Question for you. How many fingers do you have, Mocha? 10?
Why are you asking? That's a weird question.
Well, because I was just reading something where...
Hold on, why? How many do you have?
Well, now I'm confused.
Is your
Because
hand?
I was just
Hold on,
reading
are you one of these
something.
people that have extra
No. I'm good. I'm good.
You don't have an extra?
No.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah.
I'm all there. I'm all there.
5 on each?
But the question was, is the thumb a finger?
Yes.
It is, according to you.
Well, yeah. Even Shem is agreeing. Yes?
Yeah, it's just the name of a finger, like a type of finger.
But every other finger has finger in the name.
So thumb is just cooler. I don't know.
But is it a finger, though?
Yes.
It is. Too.
Thumb is a finger.
But it has it has less knuckles. It does different things. It's there for a different. It's there for a different purpose.
Different knuckles.
It has less knuckles.
No, does it?
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Oh, yeah, it does. It has one less knuckle.
It has one less knuckle. Because I'm doing all sorts of research to find out if the thumb is a finger or not.
Wait, why are you asking?
Because they asked people. They did a poll. And a lot of people are like, no, the thumb's not a finger. And I'm like, my whole life I thought thumb was a finger.
What do you call it if it's not a finger?
It's its own. You have 10
a digit?
Well, no, yeah, you have 10 digits, 8 fingers and 2 thumbs. However, according to some people, you can consider the thumb to be a finger.
Yeah, your thumb's a finger. End of story.
Okay, I don't think it is end of story, though. I don't think it is end of story.
I just did some research myself.
And what'd you come up with?
In Icelandic and Russian languages, they call it the big finger.
Yeah, the big finger, like the big toe.
Yeah.
But then fingers in the name.
Yeah.
It's a finger.
Yeah.
No, I'm starting to.
I don't know.
Up until this
Yeah.
moment, I thought it was a finger. Now I'm wondering if it's
I had
not.
always thought that it was you would just consider that a finger as well. Because if you were working the bandsaw, right?
Yeah.
And you cut your thumb off.
Uh-huh.
You would go, if somebody goes, oh my God, what happened? Nobody would say he cut a finger off. They would specifically say you cut your thumb off, right? But if you cut your pinky off, they could say he cut a finger off, and you go, which one? You go the pinky.
Yeah, but if...
Nobody ever refers to the thumb as a finger.
Sure, but if somebody says, oh, he cut his thumb off,
Like
now
if-
he's left with 9 fingers.
Yes, that's a good point.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, but technically, is it though? Technically,
Yes.
would you say he's left with 9 digits?
Nobody
says
That's the-
digits.
I know,
Who
but
says that?
it's whether it is or it is not.
Like this story, my reaction to this story is I'm holding up the middle digit.
Right.
Sorry?
Okay.
No, is it the middle finger?
I don't listen. I don't know. Right? I don't know. Why is the big toe not called a thumb then?
Because we were never born saying big thumb.
Yeah, that's
right.
Also, that sounds stupid.
But does it though? Any more than a thumb does?
Like a foot thumb?
No. Yes. Why isn't it called?
My big foot thumb?
Yes. Why isn't it called that? What are they? Wait a second. Before hold on here. I want to know something.
What?
Okay, just stop for
If
1
anyone
second.
actually
Just
calls it a
stop.
foot thumb?
No, just stop. Just stop.
What happens if you Google Bigfoot thumb?
I think you're going to get I don't know.
Bigfoot thumb.
Let me go through some text while you guys do that.
Because you got your index finger, your middle finger, your ring finger, your little finger or pinky, and then thumb. Yeah.
Pictures come up of people with massive thumbs.
I'd say, here's some texts.
Yeah. Yes.
Roz Mocha text line.
Yes.
I'd say that all thumbs are fingers, but not all fingers are thumbs.
Oh, shut up with that. I don't even know what that means. That just confuses me.
The thumb is a finger, and it does have 3 knuckles. The third one is way behind, almost at the base of your hand.
No, that's a joint. That's not a knuckle.
They're all phalanges.
They are all phalanges.
And it has
That's
the
what
same,
I'm saying.
And it has the same number of joints. The last one is lower down. I crack mine all the time.
No, I
And
crack
then
that too.
another
That-
text
that's,
says,
that's not a that's a different thing.
8
though.
fingers, 2 thumbs.
8 yeah, because that's what some people say. 8 fingers, 2 thumbs.
No.
But I always thought that it was a finger, right? And now, can you bend your thumb backwards like that?
No.
The tip?
No.
You can't bend it back?
Just the tip? No.
Yeah. Like you can't bend it backwards? Like mine goes almost 90 degrees backwards.
Mine's weird. Mine goes straight up and
yeah,
down.
yours is, whoa. Look at that little soldier standing up like that.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
Man, big up Post Malone. Yo, I got home from work yesterday.
Yeah.
And Jenna had a Post Malone playlist blasting so loud.
Really?
In the house. Yeah. She's such a big fan. And I was like, babe, the music's so loud. And she looks at me. Because she's never, like, I never walk into the house. Like, we always have music playing in the house, right?
Yeah.
But I've never walked in and it's been that loud. Like, traditionally, it's never been that loud, right?
It's just, it's there. It's there. Yeah.
What is she doing when it's
And
that loud?
then
Like dancing?
What was she doing? I think she was like emptying the dishwasher or something. Yesterday, when Post Malone was playing. The other day, she was vacuuming and like a 21 Savage playlist was on, very loud. And then so I was like, babe, it's so loud. And she's like, oh, what? You're the only one that's allowed to listen to music loud in here?
Oh, damn.
Right?
Truth.
But I was like, you know what? 100% right.
Really?
You are correct.
If I got in and Catherine was playing loud music, I was thinking she would try and set the mood. That's how unusual it would be. for her to play music.
And you're like, oh, we're going down this way.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Post Malone made history becoming the first artist to have 8 songs certified diamond.
God dang. And what is diamond? How many is that?
That's 10 million copies.
Whoa.
What's after diamond?
I don't know. I think they do like double diamond or whatever. I don't know. That's crazy though.
It's very difficult to achieve anything beyond that.
That's crazy. That's an incredible achievement.
So Circles, Better Now, Fall Apart, I Fall Apart also achieve diamond.
Yeah.
Along with songs that already went diamond, White Iverson, Congratulations, and Rockstar. All of these songs by Post Malone have gone diamond.
Now they always say congratulations. Better now, better go outside, call them all my brothers got that gas and they always be smoking like a Rasta. White Iverson. When I started balling, I was young. Young sunflower.
And you know the thing about Post Malone is he is such a nice guy. Like he comes across as a nice guy.
Yeah.
And very, very humble.
Yeah.
Like next time this Post Malone concert comes to town, like I don't know if he's going to be touring anytime soon. Or
You've never seen him live?
No. I've always missed every single concert when he's come to this country. I've always missed them.
I think one of the things for me anyway that makes Post Malone so much more endearing is that he's such a fan of music and bands, and it's really rare to see somebody who is at his level but still at the point of his career where he was relatively new, and he was such a it wasn't never all about him. Right? Like when he was given opportunities to do really, really cool stuff, he chose to not make it all about him. Like I think during COVID, didn't he do like a Nirvana he did. He and Travis Barker just did like a whole live stream only playing Nirvana. It was cool. He's such a fan, and I think that is one of the things that makes him like an artist on a different level.
Yeah.
So
big congratulations going out to Post Malone. His Greatest Hits album is actually out today.
Greatest Hits?
Yeah.
I guess you got him.
Yes.
Right?
Listen, it's called the Diamond Collection.
There you go.
Right? Post Malone making history to become the first artist to have 8 songs certified diamond.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast. Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is...
Got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
Rayanne, what's up? It's Roz and Mocha. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good. Why are you here? Tell everyone.
You don't realize how much you love and need your family until they're about to move away.
Oh, wow. Brianne, you wrote us this. Hey, Roz Mocha, fix my life. My mom and stepdad are moving to Nova Scotia at the end of August with my 3 younger siblings. I moved out at the end of August, and I'm not ready to have my family be provinces away from me, but I haven't told her how I truly feel. She's getting married next month, and I'm scared that telling her how I feel this close to the wedding will send her into a spiral. I want her to be happy, but I don't know what I'll do with my immediate family living so far away from me.
How old are you, Ryan?
I'm 23.
Yeah.
23. Yeah, that's got to be tough, huh?
Yeah, a little.
Yeah, it is. And because you're sort of doing things, like things are happening in your life the wrong way, right? Like when you're in your sort of late teens and early 20s and you start thinking about, moving out and starting a life, like you're usually the one who does those steps, right? You get a little bit farther from home, you take some chances, but you do that because you still feel anchored to something, right? Like the farther you can go because you still feel anchored. When you're 23, it's the reverse situation. Like it's terrible when you're 23 and you're not the one moving out, but your family is the one leaving you. Like that's just not how things are supposed to work in life.
No.
What was the conversation that you had with your mom about this when she told you?
So when she told me, I at first was excited because I could see her excitement and how she really wanted to go on this new adventure. We already have family out there, and I know it would mean a lot to her to be closer to that family. So I was kind of just excited for her. Mm-hmm. Then the more I thought about it, the more it started to set in. I was like, oh my goodness, what am I going to do without my mom?
Yeah. And then did you have conversations about how you would still be able to see each other, even provinces away, like get together more over the holidays, the summertime, whenever you have time off of work or she has time off of work, anything like that?
Yeah, like we did make plans for me to come up for the summer and to help them move, but thinking about that is like, helping them move.
Yeah, no, that's got to be tough.
It's tough, but she feels that she can do this because you're so great. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Like she doesn't feel guilty or that, she's leaving you hanging because you turned into such a great person. Like otherwise she would, be devastated doing this. But I think that you have to allow your mom to have adventures the same way she would allow you to have adventures. And if for some reason she stayed and then you got some incredible opportunity to like move to California, are you not going to take that opportunity because you don't want to leave your mom?
No, you're right. You're right. I would want that opportunity.
You would want that opportunity.
And I'm sure even moving out east, like your mom is going to miss you just as much because she has her routine with you, seeing you, talking to you. So she's probably, and you guys haven't had the full conversation, but she's probably just as busted up about this as you are right now.
Yeah, you probably have a point there. She's almost more emotional than I am.
Yeah, I think that the conversation that you should have with your mom is super, super honest. I don't think you should say, I don't want you to go, but I think that you should say, I wish you wouldn't, but I love that you are because adventures are fun and, you got this great thing going on and I'm so happy for you, but oh my God, my heart is breaking. Like, I think you can have that conversation where she's not going to feel guilty, but she's going to know that she's missed. And I think that that's what your mom needs to hear. And I think it's what you need to say.
I think that's very true. You guys are making me tear up right now.
Oh, girl, don't worry. We got you.
Yeah, I think that not having this conversation, I think, is the one thing that you will regret.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So go talk to your mom, okay?
Okay.
All right,
Rand. If you ever need anything when she's away, you give us a call. We got you.
Thanks so much, guys.
All right. Love you.
Love you. Bye.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life
on Kiss.
When I read these stories that I'm about to tell you guys right now, I feel like I've wasted part of my youth and I should have done better in school. A New Orleans high school student has reportedly been given the most college scholarship money ever, earning a spot in the Guinness Book of World Records for his remarkable achievement.
Now, is that all academic based, or were there other things that this person qualified for that some people don't?
Academic.
Just academics. Goddamn.
125 universities gave Dennis Barnes $9 million in scholarships.
What?
And he's not even done receiving potential scholarship from other colleges and universities that he applied for.
Okay, so hold on here. But that he doesn't get that much money.
No,
that
no,
is
this
divided
is-
by all the schools that
Correct.
offered him money.
This is what's up.
Got you.
Combined.
Okay.
He's a senior at International High School of New Orleans. He applied to more than 200 schools in the U.S., and his goal right now is to get $10 million by the end of April. Again, this is like a collection of money. This all doesn't go to him right now, or at all.
Damn, how? Like, what's so special about the guy?
He's looking
super smart.
Yeah, he's looking to earn a dual undergraduate degree in computer science and criminal justice. He has a grade point average of 4.98. He's got a leadership position in the National Honor Society and is fluent in Spanish. He was also previously awarded the Jose Luis Baños Award for Excellence in Spanish Language by the Honorary Consul of Spain in New Orleans.
Now, I think that this system can be gamed a little bit, though, because I don't think most people apply to 200 colleges.
Like, you think he looked at what the record, like he knew he was going to get offers anyway, and he probably looked at what the previous record was and said, I'm going to see if I could top that.
Like, I'm not saying that, like, each individual scholarship isn't warranted or well-earned or well-deserved, because it most likely is. But to say that this guy broke a record for college scholarships, that's a numbers game, because I don't think that most people, one, play that game, but I think that that's a record that can be broken just as he did, which is applying for 200 different scholarships.
The previous record holder was from 2019, and 130 universities offered this one student $8.7 million in scholarships.
I guess you can't take it all.
Well, that's the problem with it, right?
Oh, yeah. No.
So you got to pick
Yeah.
what you want to do. And at that point, like, do you just go with like the school that offered you the most, or are they sort of comparable? Or
And I guess you
is
can't
there-
really go around saying I was offered $2 million.
No, but you can't say, well, I mean, technically you can, because that's the thing, is that you were offered like, $9 million in scholarships. It's impossible for you to collect.
Yeah,
but
no,
that's what you were
ain't
offered, right? That's how many schools wanted you and were willing to pay for you to attend their school, which is an incredible achievement. But who applies to 200 colleges?
I don't.
Like, when I was in high school, I think I applied to like 3.
Yeah.
Do we have
Right?
200 colleges? in
I
Canada?
don't know if we do. I don't know if we do.
I think I applied to 3.
Yeah. Did you apply for a scholarship?
Oh,
No.
no. With this brain?
Yeah, but with that ass, though.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
You guys watch the trailer for the new Black Mirror?
Yeah.
Season 6?
Accidentally.
Accidentally?
It popped up. I didn't even know like what I was watching.
All-star cast, huh?
Good cast.
They started doing that a little in whatever season it was, where they started putting people in there that you might recognize. I
had, like,
sort of
Miley,
preferred
right?
it. Yeah, I sort of preferred it when they
That
didn't.
year?
Yeah.
I haven't really watched too much of Black Mirror because still, every now and then, I still think about the one episode that screwed me up, which was episode 1, season 1, National Anthem with in the UK, the Prime Minister and the pig.
But you watched the video game one.
Oh my God, that one messed me up too.
Right? But I think that you've seen them all. Because
No,
it was
just those two. Yeah. What was it with Anthony Mackie? I love Anthony Mackie too.
Yeah, but you saw that game. You saw that episode,
Striking
right?
Vipers.
Yes, that's what it was.
And then, of course, I watched the movie
Bandersnatch,
right? Everyone got
which was
obsessed
great
with
too.
that.
Which
Yeah.
was really great.
But other than that, I didn't want, like, there was that one that everyone was freaking out over, the social media one, something about likes, giving people likes or
I think
5-star rating.
Oh my God,
Something
we
like
just
that?
we just watched that episode with Rox the other night.
Oh.
It was really great.
But there's no like
your
official.
social currency score. Bryce Dallas Howard was in that.
That's
that
who it
episode.
was. Yeah. Oh, I love her. But there's no. All we know is that it's coming out in June. We don't know how many episodes, and we don't know the specific day in June.
Right.
That it's coming out.
Right. But it's good, though.
Two big things in June coming out.
What's the other thing?
And Just Like That, the new Sex
Oh,
and the City.
stop it, Maury. Don't bring it just like that into the conversation.
The trailer came out yesterday.
Back to Black
why.
No, but we've
With
talked.
Aiden.
Like, let's just put a pin in and Just Like That.
Aaron Paul, Andy
That show
Murphy,
angers me so much. I'm angry right now.
Josh Hartnett, Danny Ramirez, Himesh Patel, Salma Hayek, Kate Mara, Michael Cera, Rob Delaney, Zazie Beetz. It's great. Like, so far, the trailer, just, it's weird. There's blood.
Yeah.
You guys
There's
excited for it?
action.
You're not excited for it?
I don't know. I feel like real life is crazier than Black Mirror right now.
Yeah,
You know what
but,
I mean?
but that's why Black Mirror is great, because they're going to make you like what you should be afraid of, because that's what Black Mirror has always done. Right? It's like, this is going to happen, and then it happens.
And then it does.
Yeah, like Mocha and I playing video games together, striking Viper style.
Don't even, bro. You know you're not
Right?
allowed to
We're
get
there.
a gaming. We're not allowed to get a gaming console, right?
Yeah, I know.
would love to see that.
I know. Maury, find me a PS5. Okay? And a balaclava.
especially when we get the VR goggles. Oh man, it's over.
I can't wait.
It's over.
Oh, I can't wait.
What's the game? What's that? What's the game we would be? Would it be like Striking Vipers, where we're playing like a fighting video game?
Yeah, but
Or would
you
it be
keep
like
trying to.
one of
No.
those
It would be
adventure games.
No, it would be Striking Vipers. Here's what would happen: is that you'd be like, "Yo, my kid's asleep and Jenna went to bed and I get the night off and everything else. You want to play like Striking Vipers, which I imagine would be very similar to like Mortal Kombat." And I'd be like, "Yeah, cool." And then you'd be at your house with your VR goggles on, and I'd be at mine, and like you'd be taking it all seriously, trying to like punch me in the face and stuff. And all I would be doing was like tickling you. That's all I do. And I would just like, you'd hate it so much.
Oh, I would hate it. I would hate it the most.
Yeah, so that comes out in what, June?
Yeah.
And
New season of Black Mirror.
and just like that, Maury?
Equally as scary in June too.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10.
on Kiss 92.5
Kiss925.com.
or download the Kiss 92.5 app.